A huge talking point surrounding this new League of Legends season has been the fact that Hextech chests have been removed. People were not expecting this. People are very confused. People are very unhappy because this seems like a very, very bad decision and bad choice by Riot and just League of Legends in general. The fans, like I said, are not happy about this. Very, very strange. But also people are left there with like, hey, I have 10 keys. I have 12 keys. I have 20 keys. I'm just never going to get to use. I don't know. It just doesn't even make a whole lot of sense. People were not prepared for this. Like I said, people were not expecting this, but today we did get an update on this situation. League of Legends tweeted this out, a dev update explaining why we removed free Hextech chests and talking more about the thinking behind the change. So I want to get into this video a little bit, give them a chance to talk about why they made these decisions, and maybe they'll give us some ideas or make some people feel better about what the heck's going on. Maybe they have some kind of replacement solution, whatever. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what Pabro and Medler have to say.
Hey everyone, I'm Andre, also known as Medler.
And I'm Paul, aka Pabro. Today is Thursday, January 30th, and we're back for another dev update. We're going to check in on some of the changes we made for Season 1, and we'll talk a bit more about some of the things coming up in Act 2 of this season, which starts on March 6th. We're a bit over a month into the first season of 2025, and we've been following how changes have been landing closely. We've seen some really good signs and feedback to things like seasonal themes and some of the gameplay changes that we will touch on a little later.
But first, we want to talk about Hextech chests, and more broadly, earning skins instead of buying them. This means we're going to talk a bit more about the business side of League, so that we
because something that is interesting is that sometimes Riot does actually listen to community feedback. They hear what the people are saying. Sometimes they make some positive changes, stuff like that. I think people were hoping for that. I think people were like, hey, maybe Riot made a mistake. Maybe they were trying out something different. You know, the fans, the players, everyone has let them know how vehemently they disagree with this decision. Maybe they'll make some changes. Maybe they'll make some updates. Maybe they'll make some tweaks. Some people were even expecting, hey, you remove Hextech chests, people get mad, and then you bring them back in a lesser way. That's like a very, very common like business tactic. So people were hoping for at least something like that at this point.
can share more of our thinking and context with you. Now, our belief as a company is that delivering great experiences for you will lead to great results for Riot. We want to deliver the best experience we can, that you can play forever without spending anything, so that you only spend money when you think we've made something great that you want to spend money on.
As a free-to-play game, skins are the primary way League pays its bills. They're what give us the ability to continue to develop the game and wider ecosystem, from adding new game modes to updates to Summoner's Rift, cinematics, live events like Worlds, patch-to-patch balance, and much longer-term investments in League for the future. The number of people playing League has been pretty stable over recent years, and we're really grateful for that. Our cost to maintain and develop League has also been pretty stable over time too, ensuring we have an equally sustainable income coming in to reinvest in the game. However, has been frankly more of a recent challenge.
And that's where free Hextech chests come in. When we initially added them, we wanted to offer additional reward for time spent, using something we knew many of you really cared about earning: skins. And for a while, we think that worked well for both players and the business side of League. Over time though, free chests unintentionally became the primary way to unlock skins, and an increasing number of players ended up with substantial skin collections for free. This meant that purchasing skins directly didn't make sense anymore to a lot of players, because they were happy just waiting to get something eventually. That did lead to a great player experience, but it was not sustainable for League in the long term.
So we took a step back to evaluate League's reward systems and realized we needed to make changes to be sustainable for the long run. We didn't want to go all the way back to the early days of League with no skins earned with playtime at all, but we also realized we couldn't continue giving away as many as we were. We did a number of other things to ensure League's business was sustainable before concluding we needed to give away fewer skins. Increasing the number of skins we could make each year was good for both the business and the player experience, but eventually we ran into meaningful diminishing returns. We introduced premium cosmetics. We've also explored a lot of other cosmetic content types, and we'll keep trying to do so. But champion skins are clearly the thing most of you care about more than anything else when it comes to cosmetics.
So I really feel like that there is a really, really clear answer here. I feel like obviously Riot is making a huge mistake. I feel like people are very, very upset, but I feel like the things that they are blaming these issues on don't really make a ton of sense to me. Now, something they did talk about was, one, it's kind of ironic. They said, you know, if the players have a great experience, then we think Riot is going to have a great experience, and, you know, it's going to lead to kind of fruitfulness for everyone involved. So we're going to remove something that players like, and part of giving the players a great experience which really directly goes against exactly what they're saying in this video. We said, hey, if the players are getting like great value, great experience, whatever, that's going to eventually be good for Riot. So we're giving you less Hextech chests, less skins, whatever. That doesn't make sense. That's kind of directly counteracting what they're saying, like I said, because now players are literally telling you, hey, we're having a worse time, we're having a worse experience, this is bad for us, we do not like this, we do not want this. They're also saying that the player base has remained, they say, relatively stable. You could also use the word relatively stagnant over the past couple of years, which means the player base is not growing. And if you are not growing the player base, of course the amount of money you're making over time is going to, stay the same or go down. Because whether people have a ton of skins because it's from them earning them or buying them or whatever, eventually, if you just keep the same people or the same relative number of people over the couple of years, even if there was no free skins given away at all, still those people would be buying skins, and eventually they would also have very, very big skin collections. So maybe did Hextech chests speed up this problem? Maybe. I don't know. That's really, really hard to say because, are people getting skins from Hextech chests? Yes, obviously. That is happening, but oftentimes when I'm playing, I'm opening up Hextech chests, I'm getting a bunch of trash skins for champions that I don't even like, don't even want, don't even play, and then I'm re-rolling them into more skins for champions that I don't even like or don't even want or don't even play. Have I gotten like meaningful skins that I would have maybe paid for otherwise? Yeah, maybe a couple, small amount, but most of the time, you're getting skins for champions that I would have never purchased a skin for anyway. So that really doesn't make a ton of sense to me. But then also, as we go over time, something that they're not really talking about and something that the fan base has made very, very clear is that a lot of skins these days just aren't really that insane. I mean, yeah, we do have the $500 skins, the gotcha skins, the cash grab skins, whatever. But then on a kind of rotational basis, a lot of skins aren't really that crazy. And again, and another thing is, again, even without Hextech chests, even if people were just buying skins, even if you never gave away a single free skin, whatever, you have champions like Lux, like Ari, whatever, with 12, 13, 15 skins, and even just other champions, even with 5 or 6 skins, when people start buying skins for them, if your new skins aren't better than skins that they've already purchased previously, there's no reason for them to kind of buy new ones. So you want to talk about diminishing returns? Of course, people who, already have skins for a lot of these champions aren't going to continue to buy new ones, especially if they aren't groundbreaking or new or exciting in any way, and that's a problem in and of itself, because you can only continue to make skins so much better, so much cooler, so much newer, so much crazier. So the problem here is that if Riot's whole system is only based around skins were always going to eventually, dry up. Skins were always eventually going to lead to problems, and that's kind of the problem here. You can only make skins so crazy. You can only get people so excited about, a 15th Ari skin, even if it's, not as good as some of the other ones out there. You have like an Elementalist Lux. Well, hey, the new Lux skin, it's probably not going to be crazier than that. You can probably just buy the old one, or if I already bought Elementalist Lux or whatever, I don't really need the new Lux skin. So again, they're blaming this whole thing on Hextech chests when I don't really think, like I said, could Hextech chests have sped up these problems a little bit? Yeah, but they were going to run into these problems anyway. They need to be creating new monetization models and tactics and stuff like that in League of Legends that people actually care about and actually want. Yes, they've tried different stuff like emotes or, I don't even know, the stat tracking stuff for champions or all this other weird stuff, or a crappy battle pass or whatever. But yeah, they haven't found anything else meaningful that the community actually likes or wants or whatever. But just blaming these issues on Hextech chests doesn't really make sense. And obviously they are removing a feature from the game that people really, really do like and enjoy. It is upsetting them. It is also making them look, pretty desperate and greedy and stuff like that. And people can sense that. And that just creates even more negative feelings and vibes and stuff around you, your game, your community, your company. I know people on the League of Legends subreddit are saying stuff like this right now. Riot is making almost the same mistake as Blizzard. It got confirmed that Hextech chests are gone, and in its place we'll have these terribly implemented battle passes and gacha pulls. This is almost the same mistake Blizzard made with Overwatch 2. The only thing still holding players is League's core gameplay, which got untouched, and obviously League is still an amazing game at its core. But people are already leaving for Marvel Rivals, Dota, and Fortnite. League is dead, will die is a term commonly thrown around whenever someone quits a game, but for the first time, League seems to be in actual danger of losing too many players to keep up. We all know whales are the ones paying the big bucks, but they, need those common players to play the game as well. Let's hope Riot rethinks this approach. At least the whales are able to finance whatever husk of a game LOL is becoming. When they said said LOL would change in 2025. We never expected it to be for the worst. Goodbye, everyone. It's funny how they're blaming Hextech Chess for skins not selling in the same week they announced a skin line that's basically just a recolor with some VFX. That's what I'm talking about. As a Xayah main, why would I use Arcana Xayah, which is almost a Chroma and has no recall with Arcana, instead of using an older one? I don't get why they completely removed the chess system when they could have just given it a slight nerf. That's what I'm saying as well. Even if they think it's too good right now, give it a nerf. You don't have to remove it. Riot spent over 10 years one of the highest earning game companies while giving us chess, but somehow their revenue dropped and they started making terrible decisions about skin quality. Again, yeah, it doesn't make sense when, hey, we've had chess for this whole time. We've been making a ton of money. Now it's chess fault. I don't know. Riot's decision-making, logic, thought process here doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And like I said, it reeks of greediness. It reeks of desperation. It reeks of them having no clue what's going on and no idea how to solve these problems. So they're just blindly blaming stuff. And I think they're definitely off the mark in this case. I think they're making a mistake, and I don't really think this is going to work out how they want it. And I also don't think that this is going to increase skin sales. It might make skin sales go down, if anything. But we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Pretty much it was this video today, guys. Hopefully catch you in the next one. Until then, peace.